then when people do that and familiarize themselves with self, essence, self-energy, self-leadership, then from there, the unburdening is a completely different world. Yeah.
Should be willing to. One of your exercises that you shared with us in the workshop, to help discern when I may be, in a self-like part that's well-intentioned and feels compassion and cares, and how to be able to discern that state from the more open, boundless sense of self, being more in self. Could you take us through an exercise that will help us with that?
Sure, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do, there's a few of them, and I've developed a whole bunch that are available, for those who are interested in, on free YouTubes and SoundCloud and in my book, both of my books. But, so the part that we can start to work with, and I often find is a way to introduce yourself or your clients to this is, sometimes if they come in and say, well, what would you like to work on today? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's start with the part that came in here and is sitting here and is listening to me. What? Yeah, that manager, that manager that's just, feeling, kind of okay and sitting here and listening. So this is one of the keys is that to distinguish, to kind of put the wisdom tradition and IFS together is the usual small sense of self, the ego center, the manager part that's organizing. Usually there's one of them, but then there's often, they rotate through different commentators. And so there's like a seat of the self, but usually there's a listener and a learner and so that part, just to feel the location of where you're listening from. So usually it's in the middle of your head, behind your eyes, looking out. And, it's hard for, that part can't see itself. It's got to almost immediately say, are you aware of that part? And just to say, as soon as you say that to a client or to yourself, are you aware of that part? You've now opened usually to a self-like part that is aware. So you almost naturally, you're not likely to go from a part to self-essence unless you know it. So you're going to start in a transitional part that is helpful, that you're going to have to then become aware of as a part. So that's where we're going. So I'm just kind of giving you a little map ahead of time so you can both understand it and then do it. So to feel that part that's listening, that's trying to understand, that is here now, are you aware of that part that's listening? Where's the listener? Where's the hearer? Where's the thinker, the understander? And just see if you can find that part in or around your body. And then become aware of where you're aware of that part from. So feel that. So immediately, okay, I'm aware of that part, it's here, there. So now be aware, are you aware of that part? Yes, but now curiously, well, where is that part aware from? And usually it's in or around your body. And usually it's kind of, it's got some space. So, or you could say, are you feeling that part? Can you ask that part to give you some space? Now are you aware of that part? Now are you aware? Can you be aware of that part? And can you ask that part if it can give you some space? And now, as you open, just be aware of not finding a location or a part. Go behind or turn around. Don't keep pulling the camera back. Look behind the camera. Open beyond any imagined boundary or location, just far enough so you go beyond physical, mental, energetic boundary to discover a kind of spacious awareness that's already aware, that you're aware of, and then curiously, are you aware of that spacious awareness, or what's it like if you're aware from this spacious awareness? And just check that it has no boundary this way, it's boundless, limitless, and then just notice that because it's limitless, it's also equally inside and outside. It's open-minded, open-hearted, spacious and pervasive. And just see what it's like when you look with awareness. Where are you aware from? Where are you aware of? What was this thinker, hearer, manager, or this one that was given space to be aware of? They may be there or they may not be there now, or they may be resting, or they may just be a part that's easy to feel, or it may just feel like you're aware of your body. So just be aware of the potential to form a part here, to ask for some space and form a mindful witness, or to drop into a energetic part of you that's emotionally connected to that part or to your body, and then just go beyond energy, go beyond what may feel like an imagined boundary until you find this awake space, and just curiously feel whether you're aware of that, and then as that, and then from that, feel that quality of awareness. And then just notice that the first movement of energy or movement or vibration, just feel whether it's like an ocean of awareness made of the ground of being, of the awareness. So it's interconnected. And then you can feel like you can ask, how do you feel toward this part, or this observing part, or this mental manager that's worked so hard to try to be you? So just see how you feel toward it from self-essence, and then as it comes from everywhere and nowhere and here, see if the unconditional love comes into a kind of compassion that's interconnected with it. So it's not just subject-object. There is something like that that's from everywhere, from a kind of transitional, relational, and from this interconnected, energetic, same. How do you feel toward this part that's part of you? How do you feel toward your body, which is part of you, arising like a wave in the ocean of this awareness, rising like from clear light to compassionate light to the light of wisdom, which is sees, oh, these parts are all fine. There's no bad parts. They're just confused and hurt and wanting the love that's here now. So just begin to feel that relational quality of self to parts, self to self, self to parts, self to world. Yeah?
That's beautiful. Thank you.